Hey, Sydney.
Yeah?
You want to hear a joke?
Not really, but I'm sure you're probably gonna tell me anyway.
What's got a bowl-shaped pelvis, knock knees, curved feet that
That trip over just about anything.
yet still insists on standing upright on two legs?
Humans. And as awkward as that sounds, those traits are actually the foundation of bipedalism, one of the most important milestones in human evolution. So let's talk a little bit more about that, because it ain't no joke. Hi, this is Sydney from A for Anthro, where we talk about human origins and culture. It took years and years and years for us to stand upright on 2 feet. And it's something that sets us apart from all the other creatures on this planet. They not like us. They not like us. Apes and kangaroos have the ability to stand on 2 feet. But as humans, our anatomical structure makes us live and work upright. And this, ladies and gents, is the Foramen Magnum, which is Latin for great hole. As you can see, that is a very big hole. And just about every animal that has a skeletal system has this at the base of their skull. This is where your spine goes. A human Foramen Magnum has like a hole like this where it's directly like underneath of where your brain is. Or I should say it's more so like in the middle of the skull. And this is like a key difference that allows us to stand upright over other animals. For example, these are some different positions of a male gorilla skull. If you take a look at this one underneath me here, you can see that the Foramen Magnum is a little bit farther in the back. It's also not as big as the human one. And this definitely reflects how a gorilla moves. Because a gorilla can stand upright for a little bit, but it also mostly moves on its knuckles or like still is kind of a quadruped. Like it primarily moves on all fours. So when did this standing upright business occur for human beings? Australopithicus Afarensis, otherwise known as Lucy, is used a lot in the study of bipedalism. And although she's not exactly a direct ancestor of human beings, she still serves as a way to help us understand how we stand upright. And we can observe this by comparing pelvis structures. This is a lot of information. Don't worry, I'm almost done. So these are some Australopithecus afarensis bone fragments, Lucy fragments. This little spot I'm next to is the pelvic area. And this is how like Lucy's body would look if everything was together and in place. And this is the skeleton of a chimp. And I know this is a little bit harder to see because of how he's standing, but look how similar the pelvis is in here versus with Lucy. Let's also look at this 3D kind of model of a human skeleton. And you see I got lucky and found an image that had the whole skeleton this time. But off the bat, you can kind of tell, like, between the pelvis, how it's shaped and how similar it is to Lucy's pelvis, but how it's also a little bit different to make the body stand up more upright. Apparently also, like, having curves in your feet, like arches in your feet, make it easier for you to stand upright as well because it's like a spring and it helps you walk. Whereas the longer arms and the flatter feet in other primates kind of makes it easier for them to swing from branch to branch in the trees and to jump. And of course, like, these are just science-y interpretations. Which with science, like, everything is a theory, kind of up for grabs. You know, there's always going to be a change somewhere along the line of somebody discovering something new and talking about it and changing the game of what we used to think. Which is one of the many reasons why I love science. It reminds you that the only thing constant is change. Things are measurable and we can see patterns. But anyway, I know this video was kind of long. I wouldn't even say long, it was more so like a lot of information. But if you stuck with me this far, I thank you again so much for watching the whole thing. It really means a lot to me. I put a lot of time in trying to like make sure I put out the right information, looked up stuff and like try to get the right resources. So if you want to learn more, I'm going to put all the sites and links down below. But if you enjoyed this video and you like sciencey topics like this, make sure to give me a follow or a subscribe. The other day I made a video and I got like 12 followers out of the video, and I'm like so ecstatic because I just started this account and I'm trying to grow it, and I'm still in school, so I really appreciate people supporting me in this way, and it encourages me to keep going. And I want to thank you because you're awesome. Until next time, bye!